Brought to you by Gamesy. Win up to rupees 5 crores every day. Download the app now.
Hello and welcome to our in-depth analysis of each IPL team as we build up for season 15, and the action isn't too far away. To give us all the insight, I'm always joined by my colleague Rahul Rawat, and you could even call it nitpicking here, because we're going to look at everything with minute detail as to what are the problems that each franchise faces. If you've seen our previous videos of analysis, we've already picked the playing 11, so we won't dwell too much into that. What we look here is the three big questions that each team is facing. We've done it with a few teams in the past. This time it's the turn of RCB that we're looking at, and the first big question, Rahul, I have for you is, where is Virat Kohli going to bat? He was batting as an opener last season for the Indian T20 team. We see him bat at number 3. What does he do this time around?
Personally, I think the best position for Virat to bat is right at the top, opening with Faf du Plessis, but I think Anuj Rawat and Faf du Plessis will open.
Oh, why do you say that? Why can't I? So, I mean, I have a...
Anuj Rawat is my is the player to watch out. Is the player to watch out for this season.
Okay. So because maybe he's a distant cousin, but my thing is, why do you have to sacrifice your best player? As in, your best player is Virat Kohli, so he opens, and Anuj Rawat bats at 3. I'll tell you why. Because RCB has a habit of shuffling their number 3. They used KS Bharat few times. They used Patidar a few times. Number 3 can be anybody.
And perhaps that is the reason why they have not been able to succeed in so many seasons. Maybe they want to strengthen their middle order. Because once again, you have a few very limited options there in middle order. Virat at number 3.
But you want Virat to open? I think RCB will bat.
For me, even if it is India, you might have better players today in T20 cricket as compared to Virat Kohli. But for me, I think if Virat has to bat, he has to bat at the top. But Anuj Rawat, considering what he has to offer, I think he will open.
I think, it wouldn't be a bad idea for Virat to bat at number 3 on 2 counts, because if that's where he's going to bat for the Indian team, it's best to be in that fixed position. That helps. Also, I don't know, maybe the captain will feel a bit secure, Faf, that there is somebody to come after him in case he gets out. Or even if they're batting first, Virat gets out early, it just sends panic waves into the team.
And you never know, Anuj Rawat, he might just repeat what Devdutt Padikkal.
Stop plugging Rawat.
No, this is no plug, by the way. And I'm saying Anuj Rawat might just do something that Devdutt Padikkal did for them. Devdutt Padikkal was also a bit of an unknown entity. Yeah. When he joined RCB, he got an opportunity, and look at now, where he is. He's moved to Rajasthan Royals again, another good team, and and everybody wants him to open now, and you never know whether he'll get to open there or not.
Yeah, true. Question number 2 is middle order RCB's weakness? And when I say the middle order, when we were making the 11, if you remember, we had to put in a few Indian players as well. So we had Mahipal Lomror. I know he's a attacking good, and so there are potential in these players, and I understand all of that, and that's why we picked them in our 11 in the video that we made. But I'm saying, when you're looking at established players, when most teams will have like really established players, you will have Shahbaz also in that lower middle order,
but who can be used as a floater.
Yeah, who can be used as a floater, but he's you're using him as a bowler. But with Lomror, and assuming Virat is opening, so if Anuj Rawat is also at number 3, so he also becomes your middle order.
Right.
So 3, how do I say, untested commodities on that front, which makes Lomror, Shahbaz and Anuj Rawat. Does that make RCB's middle order a bit brittle?
I think that has always been RCB's modus operandi, that they've always been a top heavy side.
Yeah.
Where you had Virat Kohli, Glenn Maxwell or AB de Villiers, even much before Glenn Maxwell joined this team, they've always been a top heavy team, and middle order has always been a concern. Maybe this time they have a clarity. Virat has to bat at number 3, Glenn Maxwell at 4, and then just back your local talent. Shahbaz, they've got him back. Shahbaz, in fact, it lacks experience, I agree, But who doesn't? I think every team has that concern, middle order. We discussed about Rajasthan Royals. You just dismissed their middle order completely.
Low middle order, yeah, was a bit weak because the batting was finishing very early. Okay, this is a video about RCB. So going back to the third big question. And this is very interesting, a bit controversial. Some may agree, some may not agree. But do you think that now, and Harshal Patel has been outstanding, especially last season was amazing, then was very good for India as well. But have teams now started figuring out Harshal Patel, the bowler, and the kind of slower deliveries that he uses? Why I'm saying, because his finishing of the international season just before the IPL started wasn't great. That series against Sri Lanka got hammered a bit. 3 matches, picked up 2 wickets, economy closing in +9. So, with all that, and that wasn't the best Sri Lankan team as well. So, with that in mind, do you think now people are figuring out how to tackle him? Because the first season or 2 seasons when you've done well, there is a novelty factor. He reinvented himself, found different ways of bowling. Now you've kind of figured out, okay, these are the tricks up his sleeve, and batsmen have started figuring it out. And then is that a cause for concern?
To be very honest, I think it is a little difficult for me to answer in this day and age with so many technology, so much of technology around, and so much of support staff, exactly, and you have people monitoring each and every ball, every move. Harshal Patel, of course, will also be under the scanner, but it wouldn't be fair that people have got an idea as to what exactly he bowls, and he's lost his mojo because players do come back.
Yeah.
So Harshal Patel will surely be in their scheme of things when it comes to death bowling. RCB for the longest time was troubled despite a strong batting lineup. The major concern was their death bowling. Harshal Patel actually just finished that issue completely. Hopefully he'll continue in the same fashion.
Yeah, I'll also try and answer the same question that I put, but I agree with you on that front, that I think it's too early to say that teams have figured him out, because he just had a few bad games. Otherwise, he's been consistently very good, so no reason for him not to be very good. I think he will still be one of those go-to bowlers in the death overs and may still have a very good IPL. He's been doing very well, and I hope for the sake of the Indian cricket team as well, with the T20 World Cup around the corner, you need a Harshal Patel, because what he offers, not a lot of bowlers do. That ability to bowl slower balls in different styles and really confuse the batsman, not allow them to score a lot of runs. So he's going to be very, very crucial. He did that also in the series versus West Indies. Still bowled some very crucial overs. So I think he'll still be very crucial. And he's got Hazelwood and Siraj in company. So all round, the fast bowling attack
as their spinner
is looking good.
So overall, I think this team looks pretty solid, pretty good. Just that how they come out.
Maybe with a new captain, the luck can also change it. Before we wrap up, completely forgot, we also have insights from Sunny Gavaskar. Let's listen into what he has to say about RCB.
This is a good team. I think they've always been a very good team. Somehow they seem to stumble at the knockout stage, and sometimes it's a matter of luck. So clearly, I think with the change in leadership, you could actually have a situation where the luck might change for the better. Not that the captaincy is going to be any better or whatever it is. It's just one of those things. Luck is such an important aspect of sport, so that could happen. So with the batting lineup that they have, after placing the captain, Virat Kohli, there is Glenn Maxwell. I think it's going to be a team which will score lots of runs. Whether their bowlers will be able to come to the party and stop the opposition from chasing it down is going to be the key.
Right. So Sunny, answering my question there, saying who knows, new captain may bring in new luck. That's not to say that Faf is any better captain than Virat, but he says that luck plays a very, very crucial role. So let's see if this could be the season for RCB, one of those franchises that have still not got an IPL title. What do you think of RCB, their strengths and weaknesses? Do tell us in the comment section. But before we wrap up, a reminder, don't forget to download the GameZ app, because you stand a chance to win up to 5 crore daily. So make your fantasy teams. We'll also be having a lot of fantasy tips on Sports Today. So that's another reason for you to subscribe to Sports Today. Thanks so much for watching.